everyone, welcome to this short hints and tips tutorial. This is ahead of a live draw along this weekend coming where I'm going to be teaching how to draw white on black, and it's all about the negative space. So in other words, embracing what you cannot see and making that part of your drawing to create drama. So we're going to be doing white on black. Now, a few people have asked me, could I just show again how I use BeFunky or a photo editing app like this to change my picture up ahead of doing the drawing. So basically, all I'm going to do is take an image, turn it into black and white, adjust the contrast and create all the drama in the reference to make it easier on my eyes then to work on the actual drawing. So this is the actual piece that we will be using. As you can see here, it's a picture I took just in my bedroom with a little bit of light coming in. My old dog had jumped up on the bed, so there's just a little bit of light coming in, so I don't even have to do a lot with this image. You can see here it is still in colour. So, and don't worry, I'm going to show you 2 or 3 examples. This is just like the most obvious one, and this is the one that we are going to be using for the draw along. So the first thing I would do is come over here to the left, drag this bar all the way to the bottom, and you're going to get a colour mixer. And I change it to black and white. You can go in, I will just show you, can go in here to effects, and there is a black and white option which you can select, and it will give you lots of variations of turning your image to black and white anyway. So, like I say, you can make it more of a sepia tone, quite reddish, quite greenish. There's lots of different things there. So you might just be able to get away with doing it straight away in there. I'm just going to, like I say, I've turned mine black and white, and so I've got it under my whole control. I'm going to come back here, up here to edit. That's the 3 little bars there with the buttons. That's the main editing one. So let me just drag this all the way back up again. Now, if you wanted to put more light, let me crop first. Before I go any further, let me just crop this down. There we go, that's better. So it's more of a focus on the dog itself. Now, if I wanted to put more light into this piece and bring out that hidden eye and possibly some of the ear that's missing over here, you can go into something called fill light. Now, fill light will literally add light, and you can just pull this up. And let me zoom in a little bit. And it will just start to pop in little hints just around here, just around the top of the head. It will just start to show you little hints of what is missing. I don't want to add anything more into it though, so I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to show you that you could, if you needed to put in more, you can. I'm literally going to go into the exposure. So all I've done is turned it from colour to black and white, cropped my image, and all I want to do is exaggerate what is there. So I'm going to pull the highlights up. So let's pull that up to about 20, 25 and see what that does. I'm going to up the contrast a tiny bit as well. I don't want to do it too much because I don't want to pull in too much shadow. So if you wanted to enhance the shadows, you can pull it down, but it's going to lose too much. We've got enough shadow in this image already. So all I'm going to do literally here, I might just bump the highlights up even, yeah, let's bump it right up. That's it, so it's now super bright, and that is pretty much it. And that is a really easy image to use, so it was just the perfect one when I took the photo in the first place. And you just come up to save it to your computer. I'm just going to call it Bo Black and White Reference. I've already got this one saved, but I'll just show you. I'll just save it in. Try and save it as high quality as you can, either as a JPEG or a PDF, depending on what you need to print out from your device. I'm just going to save it into this folder. So I'm going to show you this again with a couple of other images. Okay, so I've got a colour image here, just to show that you can do it with a colour image. Now, I always tend to try and look for an image that's got really a bit of dramatic lighting in it to start with. Here you can see you've got a light coming in on this side, you've got light on this side of the face, but then this side is in darkness. That's creating drama already. So exactly like we did before, drag the bar to the bottom, click on Colour Mixer, and change to black and white. Now we just want to up the contrast, or get some more light in there. Okay, so let's pull our highlights up. Let's take the shadows down a tiny bit and see what happens. That works quite nicely, just a little bit, not too much. In fact, let's just play with the contrast. That works really nicely. It's just about adjusting it. All I've done there is it's taken this side of the face down into shadow a little bit more, so it makes the highlights on this side come up. If I take that back down again, you'll see. There you go. So somewhere around there, that's really nice. Just pull the highlights up a little bit more. And you can squint at it and just see what it looks like. You've still got enough here just to give you the outline, just a few little hints of that detail around there to give you some shape. Little highlight around here, but you've got a lovely bright highlight over on this side. And that is what I would do for this one. So I'll probably just hang on a second before I do that. Is I might just crop the image down a little bit more. It doesn't matter, but it just means that when you print it out, then you've got it cropped down nicely just to the head and the neck and the collar area. And then save to your computer, and I'll put Sammy black and white reference. And I'll save that into the same folder. I'll just open one here that I've already done before, and you can see the image. This was the original image. This was a commission. So this was the image that was sent to me. It was a cat on a slide. So I just, again, converted it all. We did actually decide to leave in some colour in the eyes, but the rest was taken down into shadow. So I'll do this once more. And here it works beautifully for black dogs, white dogs, and black and white dogs. Border collies, it looks amazing on. So last time we're going to drag the bar to the bottom, into colour mixer, change to black and white. Now drag the bar all the way back up again. You're going to go down into exposure. I'm going to pull the shadows down first of all here. See how far I can pull them. Let's take it down to about 20. Now I'm going to pull the highlights up. And let's just have a look at this contrast. I'm even going to touch the brightness here. Let's take the brightness down as well. It's all just about tweaking. So once you see, I like that. It's fading away beautifully here into the shadow now. A real soft transition. Got some lovely white highlights. Look at that one down around that side and across the top of the pores if you squint. And I really like that. So that's where I would leave this one. So I'm going to save that one as well. Pop black. Oh, black and white. You get what I'm saying though. And I'll save it at the highest quality. Okay, so I hope that helps. If you've enjoyed watching this Hints and Tips video and you'd like to see more and have early access, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and of course you can join me over on my Patreon. Thank you very much for watching, and I will speak to you all again soon.